The question, what is this intelligence? I shared your talk with a couple of my friends, and it filled me with great enthusiasm by sharing your talks and talking about them in the middle of night, as it purchased by an energy like listening first time. Namaste to the ever compassionate Master. What is intelligence? Intelligence is the outcome of love. Intelligence is an expression of creation. The whole universe is governed by this intelligence. Intelligence is the tool of truth, an instrument of truth. Now understand deeply the function of this very intelligence. Have you observed that everywhere, wherever you go, this intelligence manifests, expresses itself in different forms and colors and shapes. Have you seen the intelligence of a single blade of grass that breaks out from the hard rock, from the concrete cemented layer? It breaks down and comes out. The strength of a single blade of grass is life, and the life breaks down all the hurdles, all hindrances and limitations, difficulties, problems, and expresses the life. Life expresses through this intelligence. How this grass, the small blade of grass, can find the way through the hard rocks or through the hard cemented floor. And the miracle of tender leaves, the tender leaves of a tree, And this expanding universe, the planets, galaxies, and innumerable universes, they all move through this intelligence, the energy of intelligence. This intelligence comes from the deep inside. Inside. Now you see there is intelligence of thought, which comes from knowledge. And thought intelligence is limited. Therefore, knowledge is limited. And where there is limitations, there must be inevitably friction, conflict, and corruption. Corrupt means broken up. Corrupt means in many pieces. Therefore, the intelligence of thought is intellectual. On the other hand, the universal intelligence, which manifests from the deep insight, when you see things deeply, that seeing at very moment intelligence is born, and it acts immediately. Seeing as truth, seeing as false, its totality gives you that intelligence to penetrate into the things. This is the master key which opens all the doors. Why intelligence of thought is limited and produce sorrow? Because this intelligence comes from memories. Thought is gathered as memory, which you use as knowledge. Knowledge is always past. To know something. How do you know something? Through thought, through system, through experiences. And then you gather this experience. And then you use it in future to resolve your problems. But you regard this intelligence because you don't know other intelligence. Therefore, you regard this social intelligence. If you secured highest mark and top in the country and top in the university, you are highly regarded from all over, everywhere. Politician regards you, family, friends. So you think you are intelligent, but you are not. You just can write the memory. That's all. In exam, you write the memory, which you have already accumulated as feed up. So you can remember it and write what is asked in exams. And there are people who cannot remember and write those answers, so they are not regarded as intelligence. And you then compare these people who got more marks and can get success in exams and in jobs, and through comparison, through compare from A to B, you destroy both, and both destroy to each other, hating, jealousies. So have you seen now how this knowledge creates the result? Hatred, comparison, jealousies. Because this knowledge is memory. It has to do this devastating effects. Have you observed that how much you regard and respect intellectual people who can explain, express many scientific and spiritual things with very cunningly, with tremendous systematically. So these people are experts, and experts are dangerous. You can ask an expert, he immediately would answer you anything. What is death? What is body? What is karma? What is truth? What is love? What is hate? They will always explain you, give you bunch of explanations. And there are experts also at psychological level. They analyze why you are suffering, why this thing is like this. Then they are expert at technical level. Doctors, engineers, and scientists, and technicians at various capacities. So you depend on experts, but these experts are using this borrowed knowledge, accumulated knowledge from the storehouse of memory. And this storehouse of memory is contributed by billions and trillions of people. It is always borrowed, Since man is existing on this planet, knowledge is accumulated in a container, in a memory house, through various directions, from science, from psychology, from surgery, spirituality, what has been said by great masters. So you all accumulated this knowledge, and then you quote this knowledge, but you don't live Because living is intelligence. You have asked, what is this intelligence? This is the energy of emptiness. It originates from emptiness, from space. And there is vast space in your brain. Then the universal mind operates your brain. That is intelligence. Intelligence never can go wrong. But the thought intelligence mostly always goes wrong and have the shadow of conflict and contradiction. You see, this intelligence is always manifesting and operating and everywhere. From early morning, you see this intelligence, how it manifests in colors, in sunset, sunrise, the songs of birds, in rivers, mountains, in jungles, and animals, insects. Because there is a space, there is no existence of self, I, me, mine. Therefore, this intelligence can easily operate and you can see it. But in your mind, your brain, it doesn't. Because your minds are already filled by the borrowed knowledge and got stuffed by past knowledge, by thought knowledge, by thousands of books in your head. Therefore, you are not innocent. Through knowledge, you have become ignorant. And your life darkened. Your life is always dominated by this social knowledge. Have you seen always talking yourself and giving argumentation against other argumentation? Always conflict, always, every time, continuous struggle, inner struggle. And this inner struggle is the outcome of knowledge, intellectual knowledge. Knowledge is always intellectual. And the same knowledge you use in relationship, that's why you get separated. As I say, knowledge always separates. Therefore, there are divorce because between man and woman there is knowledge, but not love, no intelligence. Therefore, Separation has to come later or sooner. But there are some dead people, they are not even feeling that. They are so dead that they don't have even energy to separate, or they hold to each other, because if they separate, they are lost. Separate from wife or husband, then they are gone. Because they lived through marriages which are social market. In social market, they got married and produced children and build the houses and family in whole life. And they become insensitive. Knowledge always has to separate you. This is the law. You can see it. Where there is knowledge between two people, two human people, there will be conflict. There must be struggle and hatred, jealousy, comparison, destruction, and isolation. Withdrawn, the behavior of withdrawn comes when you gather the knowledge against other person. An argument to justify this knowledge in favor of you, then you withdraw from other person when you justify that you are right through this knowledge. You understand how deep these things are. If you understand, then you are on the path of eternal journey of meditation, not before. And then you are jumped in other soar. In this soar is always conflict and struggling. In this shore you always become this and that. You become sannyasi or non-sannyasi, or enlightened or not enlightened, a holy person or unholy person, businessman or poor or rich, ugly or beautiful. These all things are the things of this shore. From other shore, the real things starts. You must start from the other shore. This shore, you are going to come back in these things. Starting the journey from other shore is intelligence. But you can only start if you can see this shore where these things are happening. And then you seeing this gives you the insight of this intelligence. That intelligence then acts. You don't have to do anything. In this shore you do so many things, meditating always, doing your all discipline, rituals, beliefs, following this person, then leaving this person and following others, and so whole life and whole many thousands of years you're doing the same things in this shore. So how to recognize this shore? Then you can go uspar. Uspar is only possible through the boat of intelligence, not through any self-created paths and self created by others, any meditations and bhaktis and all devotions and all these things are, howsoever they are good ritual, but they have no strength, power that they can bring you that uspar. They will bring you here again, in different names and different colors, but you will feel that, oh, this is totally different. You can become a little silent and be very humble. You could be a little sensitive, but it's not enough all these things, because these are coming from the system is creating in you that things. So they will go further where the system can lead you. The strength of system can lead you a little, and when the system breaks down, you are lost. The intelligence is not system. That's why it is intelligence. No system can create it. Otherwise, if the system creates intelligence like the intelligence of computer, it is always limited in software, always updates, but intelligence, there is no updates. Have you understood now? Intelligence is an instrument of truth. Namaste.